Oh, my soul tribe. Thank you so much for joining your February monthly reading. Starting from this month, I'm doing a little bit change related to how we're going to do the 12 zodiac signs. Now, you have seen that I have separated the readings into 4 different groups of fire signs, water signs, earth signs, and also air signs. And in each video, I'm also going to give you 2 different options. So for this video, we're going to do your monthly reading for February for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, the fire signs. And at the very beginning of this video, I have provided you with 2 different options. The first option is a beautiful picture of fireworks in the sky. It's very beautiful. It's wonderful, right? We always see fireworks when this comes to a celebration. The second picture is a family gathering, eating dinner together. We're seeing the father, mother, the children, the union that is harmonious and that is very peaceful. Now, you can meditate a little bit on these options and choose the picture that you feel that is working out for you the best for February. And watch the reading. I will have the timestamp below in the video description, so you can also just go straight to your pile and listen to your reading. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. Are you ready? Now let's get started with our pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You have chosen the fireworks picture. And if you are a Sun and Rising in the fire sign, such as Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this could be the reading for you. Now, first of all, we're going to pull 4 cards, right, out of the Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's have a look at what is your general energy, what is your communication, your career, as well as your love and relationship. Okay? Thank you, universe. First group, right? First card, Pegasus. Beautiful. Flying high, right? Different horizons and seeing things from a different perspective. Assistance coming to you. Very attractive energy. Starting the new year very, very beautifully, okay? Pile number 1. And then we're going to your communication. We got Mercury. Wow. Mercury, I have to say, is very, very strong in this position. I'll tell you later, okay? Then we're going to we're going to go to have a look at your career. Pile number 1. Wow. Jupiter. Beautiful. Wow. Look at this. And love and relationship, we got Hercules. Okay. Now, before I interpret this, let me just pull a little bit extra card, right? As to see the advice for you regarding this energy, okay? Thank you, universe. 1 card from the major arcana for our beautiful pile number 1. The Hierophant. Okay. Finally, we're gonna pull, actually I'll pull extra card later, okay? First of all, let's just look at these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, right? And I'll tell you what is important in here. So pile number 1, you got Pegasus in the first. I was in a good way. This card is about attracting help and attracting assistance to you. Pegasus in ancient Greek mythology is a very, very important animal because it attracts help. It has assisted numerous Greek heroes in their journeys. And the most important one was Bellerophon, right? Who was able to pair up, collaborate, with Pegasus and to defeat the monster called Chimera in Greek mythology. Pegasus is your ability to attract people, help to you, but one of the important things is you must voice out. You must open your voice chakra, right? Your fifth chakra to let people know what you want. Now, I'm not very concerned about that actually for you because in your communication, you've got Mercury. Now, Mercury is very comfortable to be in this position. And the reason is because Mercury is the planet ruling communication, ideas, right? Banters, back and forth. So with Pegasus and Mercury, one of the most important things that you're going to see this month, pile number 1, is that you will be able to attract, okay, the opportunity or the help or the resource that you're going to use or you need through active communication. Specifically because you've got a Hierophant card next to it, right? Earlier we pulled out this card. I think this is not just about, like from your friend or whatever. This could be about maybe how you want to work within an organization, maybe a company, a structured, maybe a corporate, right? If you are being employed, this could be about maybe you will be able to receive a lot of help from a company, from a boss, from a structure, right? So that could be actually very nice. If you ask for it, if you say, okay, I need help, can you please share this resource with me? You will be able to receive this from the either the senior management, right, well, whatever that is. Now, if you're a student studying, this could also be about you receiving the right help from your professor, from again, people above you, right? Teachers, tutors, right? Professors and things like that. Very, very nice. Now, if you are, for example, an entrepreneur, right, or you run your own business, the Hierophant is also showing big corporate energy there anyway. So this could be about maybe you have the opportunity to work with companies, work with the bigger corporates, right? Maybe they're going to use your service, they're going to engage with your service, right? Things like that. Very, very nice. And if you ask me why would they help you, why they would, do that for you, right? Again, Pegasus in the first house usually showing that people see you as a treasure. I mean, you can just imagine if you are a flying horse in the sky, I mean, of course, everyone wants to catch you, right? So this could be about your talent as well, right? Your sense of, it's just something very special about you because Pegasus is very, there's something very special about this animal. And that's why you will be able to catch the attention, right? And further, I think this has a lot to do with your career, okay? Specifically in your career zone, you've got Jupiter, okay, in there, which is expansion, growth, and opportunities, right? New work, new collaboration. And what is also important is Mercury, Jupiter, and Pegasus sitting together has also a lot to do with maybe things that are far away from you. So, for example, this could be about you actually having the opportunity to do some international travel for work, all right? This could be about you traveling, you're meeting new people, you're having new communication, you're gaining new knowledge, right? And expanding yourself further. This could also be about maybe the collaborator, right? The so-called the corporate, the company where the people who are helping you are also coming from and maybe a faraway place, right? I think it's very possible that some kind of foreign influence, right? Foreign assistance, or I don't know, people living maybe far away from you, right, will be able to come to your assistance. Now, also, I would highly encourage you guys to travel in the months of February. It's very interesting because in the February, we're having the Lunar New Year, right? Chinese New Year, and we're also going to have a very important solar eclipse happening on the same day. And so it's going to be quite a powerful month, I think, for a lot of us, right? So just remember your manifestations, a lot of things that you want to create, you want to bring forth, right, in your life. I think this could be a very, very important month for you. Now, there's only one small thing that you need to be careful with. Hierophant, Pegasus, right? This combination sometimes could be also telling me that sometimes in order for you to bring forth the best result, you also have to know how to balance, right, the so-called your personal freedom versus what is the structure, establish the rules, regulations there that you have to follow. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bit more clear to you. Some of you guys might just have a very free soul. Okay, you are maybe very nice to work with, but you like freedom. You don't like to be told what to do. You want to do your work based on your own way, right? You want to study based on your own way, based on your own method, right? You are someone who can thrive really well if people give you the space or the freedom to do things in your own manner. But remember, Hierophant card usually is talking about traditional value and certain restrictions there because there has to be rules sometimes. So with Pegasus together with Hierophant as an advice, I do feel like this is saying that people will love you because you're special. Okay, you are Pegasus, you are special, you can fly, right? But just make sure that sometimes you're also able to be not really to be confined, but you're able to respect the order that is already established. And it's okay for you to, sometimes maybe just sacrifice a little bit your personal freedom here and there so that, you can work together. You can work very harmoniously within the so-called corporate or under your boss, or within these so-called limitations that you have. At the end of the day, I think when it comes to happiness, it's all about balance, right? Nothing that is gonna be good if it's too extreme, right? Too much freedom means it's chaos. Too much rules means it's confinement. So find the right balance. I think this month could be very important for you. Now, when it comes to love and relationship, you have got Hercules. Hercules card usually happening in love is talking about your patience or the inner strength that you might need to build in order for you to overcome this period of time. For some of you guys, this could be about a period of time when you're having a little bit of emotional struggle, right? When it comes to love or relationships, doesn't matter whether you're single or you're already with someone. Hercules is usually a little bit like going through a difficult time, but you also need to have the courage and have the strength, right? And have the ability to contain that inner beast, that urge, right? The impatience, the anger, or whatever that is that we are feeling in us, with the frustration that we feel within us. Now, because you've got Mercury and Pegasus, right, and with Hercules sitting together, and also with the Hierophant on top, I would say that one of the advice I can have for you is that when you are feeling a little bit stuck, right, or feeling emotional about love, you need to be open with your communication and talk about this with friends. You need to have a release channel, right? Be careful not try to digest everything within yourself. Sometimes it can be quite harsh. So maybe see your friends for coffee, right? Or for a drink, talk about what you're going through, talk about the so-called, the so-called shit, right? That you have been going through. Either, you went on a date and that didn't work out for you, that person triggered you, or what your existing partner, right, did, maybe at home and you're a little bit angry, things like that. I think this month, through active communication and bringing the sense of friendship or help to you, a lot of things can actually they can just look really, really nicely, I think. Okay, very beautiful. Now we're gonna pull a little bit more cards, right? And let's see what other right that we can. So I'm going to shuffle the tea leaves oracle, okay? And we're going to check out what's the energy there, okay? Anything else that can be important for our pile number one, okay? I'm gonna pull 3 cards. Thank you, universe. Whale, great worry over nothing. Yeah, exactly. Now this card is under Mercury, so I think this has also a lot to do with maybe a lot of you guys are quite sensitive. Maybe you think about a lot of the what if situations and are not really sure how to, what to do about that and how to balance that. I think the whale energy with the Mercury is really telling you that think, but not overthink. Okay, know where the boundary is and where the limitation is. Now with the work, we have younger woman dealing or relationship with a younger woman. This could be about actually your work. You have a younger female client coming to you, which can be quite helpful, right? Earlier, we already see Pegasus showing that some kind of help is coming in. And this younger girl, okay, when I say younger girl, could be maybe 1 year, could be 5 years, right? Younger than you. But I think this is related to your work because it's right under Jupiter. Could be a foreign woman as well. Okay, maybe different nationality or different cultural background from you. This person, this girl, this female person will be able to provide you some kind of assistance. And you also need to work with her. Could be a colleague, could be a client. And also what I'm feeling about this is that also it's possible that this woman actually has some worry, right? And then she comes to you maybe for some advice or for some kind of help, right? From you as well related to work, okay? Now, with the love and relationship under Hercules, we have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, absolutely. See, earlier I talked about Hercules, you taking your time to kind of like adjust yourself and understand what's not working out and what is working out. It's also about releasing your frustration. And you got a caterpillar here. It says things will not always be this way. So have a little bit of faith, my beautiful palm number one. I think you know the process of caterpillar turning into a butterfly. it takes time, but also it could be a very sensitive period of time, right? When the caterpillar is really taking its time, right, slowly transforming itself, it does not mean that you will always be a caterpillar. Love life will flourish, emotional life will flourish for you, but give yourself time. Okay, sometimes we're rushing, we're feeling that, oh, either I don't have time for transformation, I just want it now. Either because maybe some of you guys are a little bit age concerned, or some of you guys are just thinking, what, I've waited enough, right? When is the time, right? I've waited for so many years, it just never worked. But the caterpillar card with Hercules just tells you that the good things are there for you. Trust it, and it will bring you will be able to bring it and manifest it in your life. At the end of the day, when we go back to this Pegasus and the Hierophant energy, I'm also feeling that a lot of you guys are transforming, right? From someone that is very, very single, right? Like a freedom energy, right? Like Pegasus is very single, to be honest, because Pegasus is like the bird with wings, right? The flying free in the sky. So probably a lot of you guys are single for probably, right, for a long time. And then you're moving into this Hierophant energy. And the Hierophant energy is about marriage. It's about the structure that you're going to move into. So I also think that for a Pegasus to adapt into the Hierophant energy, a marriage or a commitment energy, definitely you should give yourself time to really think about what kind of relationship is the right type of structure that you would like to fly within, right? Instead of rushing into something and just feel like, oh, it has to be now. All right. Beautiful energy. Final card, we're gonna pull one from let's pull one from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes, okay, as your overall guidance. And we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you. All right, pile number one last card for you. All right, we're gonna pull this one. Thank you, universe. First group, sensuality on Fale. Okay, beautiful. Now, this card usually is talking about taking good care of your health, nutrition, understand how your body works for you. Okay, this card is associated with Taurus, and Taurus is to do with sensuality. For example, how you feel, what you taste, right? I think physical sensories can be very important, and they can provide you very, very important clue about whether you're on the right track or not. Now, by the way, because we're also seeing some traveling energy here, I do feel like if you're traveling, probably it's going to be a great time for you to eat some good food, right? Maybe stay in a nice hotel, eat some good food, have some pleasure, right, in different ways. Also, body energy when it comes to love, as an advice, it tells you to enjoy the time being. In Greek mythology, she actually is the lover of Hercules. Now we got this pair in here very, very clearly. When Omphale first met Hercules, she decided to take him in, not as a slave, even though that's the order from God, but she said, okay, you got to serve me and serve my palace, but you're going to be my lover. But also, she did not look for forever. She really just enjoyed the time being and not thinking about forever. And that's why she and Hercules were able to spend about 2 years or 3 years, right? Very happily together, having a lot of fun together as lovers, basically. I think with this Omphale energy, it really tells you when it comes to love, real commitment will come in the future. But at the same time, try not to fret over it. Like, try not to think too much about, is it forever? Are you taking me seriously? Is this gonna be like a forever commitment? If you can date someone even just for 3 months or 6 months and you can have a great time, why not? Right? So try not to make things more complicated, but be more open towards every single joyful experience that you can have. Thank you so much, my pile number one, for all the fire signs. Sun and rising in Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you enjoy the reading, remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with someone you care about. I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Sun and rising in Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You have chosen this picture. We're seeing a nice family sitting together, celebrating Lunar New Year. And by the way, Happy New Year to all of you guys. I hope everyone is having a wonderful time with your families and your loved ones, right? Now, first of all, we're going to pull 4 cards from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's have a look at what is your general energy, what is your communication, your career, and finally your love and relationship. All right. Thank you so much. Ooh, one card jumped out. We're going to take this one. Uranus. Okay. Thank you, universe. Communication for group number 2. Oh, Athena. Beautiful. Your work, Hercules. And let's have a look at your love and relationship, Pluto. Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to put one more card from the major arcana. Okay. Let's see what's the general advice for you. Okay. Regarding this energy. Thank you, universe. Group number 2, the Hermit. Okay, very, very interesting. First of all, we're seeing Uranus sitting in the first house. This card has a lot to do with the new changes that you might need to bring into your life. Uranus is a planet of revolution. Okay, it's a card of change. It's a card of chaos sometimes, and also new ideas and new inspirations and inventiveness. When this card is sitting in the first house, this is usually showing that in the months of February for you, group number 2, you might just have a lot of different ideas coming to you, but perhaps during this period of time, you are not able to really take much action on it yet. So it feels like 10 million different ideas and thoughts you're going to have, right? I want to do this, I might going to do this, or I have to do that. But there's a lack of, I don't know, maybe action. Okay, I'm sorry to say that. Or you are still kind of like just boiling the water yet. You're not really actually doing the cooking, right? You're just using, just kind of like wait for the idea to become a little bit more mature, or perhaps you're waiting for the right timing. And this is very much this Hermit energy is about. Hermit energy has a lot to do with your reflection, thoughts, thinking, boundaries, and maybe a little bit solitude. So with these two energies sitting together has a lot to do with you spending time with yourself, thinking about the possibilities and the ideas that you might want to bring forth, right, in your life. Um, in your communication, you've got Athena. Athena energy in communication is very good. This is about you being able to articulate things very, very well. This is about you being able to deliver, right, your words in a very effective manner. Specifically, Athena is also the goddess of justice. This is about being fair. So this is also talking about being fair in your communication, right? Being fair with the people around you. How do you want to balance two things? Now, what is very interesting is that this card is sitting in between your work and your career. Sorry, your work career and your love life, right? So Athena sitting in the middle is also like saying, what's the balance there, right? Are you doing too much of your work, or are you, maybe thinking about love too much, right? Where is the middle point in there? But either way, Athena is very, very good when it comes to communication, and paired up with Uranus, all right, inventive and new ideas and victory, right? So I feel like this month could be a great time for you to just be very outspoken, right, about the new ideas that you have. Again, you don't really have to really complete them or do a lot of about them, but I do think that you need to have a strategy and have a long-term plan about the ideas you have. Now, I'm going to give you an example, okay? For example, if this is about, let's say you want to, for example, you want to write a book, right? And that's a new idea. You have this sudden spark of brilliant idea in your mind. Okay, I'm going to write about this. And Athena is saying that, okay, you might not be able to really start writing this book yet, but let's make a structure there first. Let's structure the idea, okay, so that it's actually, it becomes more practical rather than just an elusive idea at a very high level, if you know what I mean, okay? Now, with the work, you have got Hercules. This kind of could be talking about some kind of hard labor that you will have to do. Now, of course, when I say hard labor, I'm not saying you need to be a construction worker or, like a physical labor thing. Yeah. But Hercules does talk about something that is a little bit more arduous. So this could be about maybe physically, your work might be a little bit more demanding, maybe long working hours, maybe a little bit, even you got to go out of your office, you got to see clients or things like that. Um, it's a little bit taxing, I have to say. Yeah. But the good thing about this is that this Hercules has got Athena right next to it. Athena is the patron, the protectress of Hercules. So what does that mean? It means that while you are working hard, there's some kind of a divine energy protecting you. Okay. Now, because Athena is right next to you. This could also be talking about a professional person, maybe a colleague, okay, who is really supporting you and helping you during this month. Could be a boss as well, but I'm seeing this more sort of like someone around your level. So like a colleague or maybe a client. If someone is really protecting you, someone is helping you and giving you the information and the resource that you want and you need. Now, in the relationship sector, okay, you've got Pluto. Pluto is a card of ending, okay? So this could be about a lot of you guys maybe wrapping things up and letting go of a past relationship or letting go of a past situation, right, in love life that is no longer working out for you. Now, for those of you guys who are dating, this could be about you realizing someone's not, good for you. That's why you are releasing this person, you are letting go of this person, or you have just done that, right? Now, Pluto sometimes, if you say, look, I'm not dating, I'm just, nothing, right? There's no one for me to release. And then Pluto is really just talking about you spending a lot of time in solitude, specifically with the Hermit card on top. Maybe for some of you single guys, you haven't been dating for a while, and you're kind of like maybe even just a little bit more comfortable, right, with not dating and kind of like being happy with, what, I'm fine with just being single. It's a little bit like that kind of energy. Um, Especially with the Hermit card, because Hermit card is also a little bit like a solitude energy, right? So it doesn't look like a lot of love energies in here. We're going to pull a little bit more cards from Tea Leaves Oracle, okay? And we're going to get a little bit more information about this. All right. Now, for those of you guys who are already in a committed relationship, you are partnered, then Pluto could basically just talking about maybe even though you are partnered, but maybe you're spending a lot of time doing your own thing. Okay. Thank you, universe, right? 3 cards. For your communication, we've got both. Okay, plenty of material things. Very nice. Okay, so this card under Athena is talking about maybe this month there will be a lot of things related to money or materialistic transactions, right? That you will be talking about, that you will be either writing about, talking about, or communicating. Now, there could be some maybe contract, okay, paperwork related to money, renting something, buying something, right? Coming to you. Okay, so that could also be one of the focus because Athena does represent legal contract as well, and you got a lot of material things. So maybe some of you guys are thinking about signing a contract, renting a house, right, or renting a car, right, or buying something. All right, that's nice. Okay, now with work, harp, great happiness, beautiful. Now with harp energy with Hercules, first of all, of course, just by what we're seeing there, it is talking about happiness, right? It's talking about the fulfillment you have. But more than that, I sometimes see harp related to the god of the sun, Apollo energy. Okay, now what's the relationship between Apollo and Hercules? Apollo is the god of music, right? Harp, who guided Hercules, who actually told Hercules to go on the 12 labors, okay, through the high priestess. So one of the things I feel regarding your career is that you might have to go through a little bit arduous work, right? This month, work can be tough, can be a little bit burdening for you. But first of all, the hard work will bring you happiness, fulfillment. That's great. Secondly, it's almost like it's going to be a test for you. And the universe is going to put you through this test on purpose, right? In order for you to elevate, in order for you to reach the next step. So try not to see the so-called arduous work as, oh, bad luck. This is actually good luck. It's actually the opposite for you. Okay. Finally, we got relationship. We have Apple. Temptation will test you absolutely. One of the things about this is that for all of you guys, okay, point number 2, if you have already let go of a past partner or you are trying to decide, okay, this doesn't work out, back and forth, but now they're trying to come back to me, whatever, should I give it a second chance? Because Apple is saying that, well, you are being tested. Pluto already tells you that you need to let go of something. Something is already dying, right? So maybe there's a part of you also hesitating, right? Oh, should I, forgive them? Should I just give it a one more try or should I not? Well, I'm sorry to say that this is really telling you that is a no. Okay. And also what I'm seeing here is that you got apple, says temptation will test you, and you got a bowl of fruit, which is more than apple there. Okay, we got apple, we got a banana, we got a pineapple. What else is there? We got a pear, we got cherry, we got a kiwi fruit, right? A lot of different things. So this is also telling you that there's going to be more opportunities for you, right? Your option in love is not just this person. Whatever that didn't work out for you, let it go and believe that there will be plenty of more things happening for you instead of just this one apple that you can get. Okay? Beautiful. Finally, we're going to put one card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Okay. One card. All right, thank you so much. The overall advice for our fire signs. Thank you, universe. Pile number 2, right? Who? Atlanta Perfectionist. Okay, now this card usually is telling you that this month try to be a little bit more lenient and try to have a little bit more compassion towards yourself. What is interesting is that this card has a lot to do with Aquarius energy, which is very aloof and also detached. Now, I think this is also to deal with, this month we're having actually new moon in Aquarius. Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius. So this does show that something is very flighty, a little bit aloof during this period of time. I think with Atlanta, the most important thing that probably you will need to know is that you are good enough. You don't have to make sure that everything is matching your high standard in life. Like, oh, everything has to be like perfect. Everything has to be able to match the best time that I've had in the past. And because I was able to do that, now I still want to feel the same. Sometimes life is ups and downs. Okay, give yourself some credit and cut yourself some slack and know that it's okay, that not everything is perfect, and not being perfect in everything is actually the most perfect thing that we can experience. Thank you so much, my pile number 2. This is a very quick reading for you for the month of February, Sun rising and in Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you enjoy the reading, remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. And I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. Bye.